New coffee cup?
Yeah, but it's just a little too new.
Okay.
That's better.
With the colder months approaching, it can be easy to neglect your disc golf game, especially putting. Stay on top of things this year with the Winter Marksmen League. This is a fun, casual putting league proven to improve your putting skills. For more information, head to dynamicdiscs.com/WML.
Red light, yes. All right, hey everybody, it's Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze, and I'm with me Jeremy Rusco, and this is Dynamic Discs Updates with Jeremy Rusco. Your chance to ask questions directly to Jeremy. If he looks a bit jet lagged or a little like he's not sure what's going on with the sunshine, it's because he just arrived from Sweden. He had a week-long trip visiting the Latitude 64 factory in Sweden. And right now, how much daylight do they have in Sweden right now?
Just a couple hours. And daylight is maybe even a strong word there. It's cloudy, overcast, and the sun barely just comes up. So.
Yeah, so they got almost a full day of just nighttime over there during this time of the year.
Good time for them to work.
Absolutely. So, but we have a lot to talk about on this update. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now so you always know when we upload new videos. In fact, we have a new video, Disc Golf Adventure from Campership Classic out at Victory Junction going out tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss that, so make sure you are subscribed. Also, this is, again, like I said earlier, this is your opportunity to ask Jeremy questions. Make sure you put them in the chat section here on YouTube, and Danny is over there working the chat board. He'll get those questions over to me, and we'll get those answered. But what do we got first? We're going to do a quick recap. What do we got?
Yeah, it looked like it was an amazing weekend here in Emporia. Beautiful weather, much warmer here than it was in the northern part of Sweden. And Veterans for Vets, our first event was this weekend. Bobby, you played in it.
Oh, it was awesome.
Talk about it a little bit.
Oh, it was a nice day. We had, 63 players come out. Had a really good time. Doug and Michael, I never get last names right. Anyway,
yep.
He helped us out.
Cristiano?
Yeah, something like that. I'm terrible. If you watch the Disc Golf Management Show, you know I'm terrible with names. Anyway, had a really good time. Ended up being a really nice day with the sun shining. Good stuff. Played the Peter Pan Park. I actually got to play with Ava Myers.
Oh, nice.
And Madeline Quaid, I think her last name is. 2 junior girls that asked me to be on their car, and of course you can't say no. Had a really good time, but everybody had a good time. And then after that, we went out to the VFW post where we gave out awards, did raffle ticket winners and things like that. And then we were able to raffle away that Dynamic Disc Veteran Basket. We were able to raise $1,900 for the VFW Post 1980. Was really cool. So yeah, now what you're seeing on the screen, people just having a good time out at Peter Pan Park. And there's the Post 1980 where people gave out awards to the different divisions. And then we'll see the winner. There he is, the winner of the Veterans Basket. He was so happy when he won the basket. So yeah, he's gonna be able to take that home. And I don't know if he's gonna set it up as a practice basket or maybe put it on the course. But if you want more information about running a Veterans for Vets in your area, make sure you go to veteranforvets.com.
Yeah, the cool thing, our VFW post was actually, and maybe still is, they're having some financial trouble. So this was a great way for disc golf to give back to the VFW and help provide almost $2,000 to keep things going there, and that's pretty impressive. So Bobby said it. Check out veteransforvets.com. Kind of some of the bullet points. You can run a Veterans for Vets event in your area, and essentially $7 from every player goes directly to the veteran organization or charity of your choice. For the event here in Emporia, there was $700 that was raised just through the raffle of that red, white, and blue veteran basket. So that was obviously great. And every event that draws 50 players gets a veteran basket, a red, white, and blue veteran. And then there were also a few local businesses that made cash donations to the event. So unbelievable results for us here in town, and definitely want to encourage you to check out running an event in your own town.
Excellent. All right, well, this time of the year in the disc golf world you'll see a lot of things happening with players and sponsorship. And I think a lot of things going on in the world of players and things and stuff. So what do you want to talk about as far as player sponsorship?
It's definitely a busy time of the year, and man, I tell you what, our team manager staff, Eric McCabe, Brian Taco, and Denise Cameron, man, they've been working their butt off to keep things moving. And there's been some player shift, some player movement. Obviously, I think the disc golf world knows the news about Paige Pierce, and that was something that obviously we didn't want to see happen, but we thought we were going to have a long, prosperous relationship with Paige, and at the end of the day, we think the world of Paige, and we want what's best for Paige, and we want Paige to be happy. And at the end of the day, she wanted her heart was elsewhere, and we support that decision. And we're still going to be cheering her on. We're going to be wishing for her to do good things, and it's impressive to see what she does out on the course. And that's that.
There you go.
What do you got on that, Bobby?
She's a very talented athlete, and I always enjoy watching her play, and I'm sure going to enjoy it next year as well.
Yeah.
But we are super excited about some people that we can talk about. Is Chris Clemens?
Yeah.
We just posted some stuff where he just did a 3-year extension on his deal. We're super excited about that. Of course, super excited about taking pictures of that luscious hair he has. So you can see some of the pictures we posted about that. He's got the hair for it. But another person we are excited about that kind of shook things up. A lot of people were thrown off guard on social media, and that is Nico LaCastro partners up with Westside Discs.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Nico,
we were just listening. You just pulled up like an Upshot podcast right before. He's like, guys, you got to listen to this. No, we can't hear it now.
Come on, let me do it.
Just go to Upshot, download on your favorite podcast app, and listen to you can hear the excitement in Nico's voice. He is super pumped. On our podcast, the On the Call, where Robert interviewed him while he was here visiting, very insightful, very much getting into the mindset of Nico that he has going into 2020. And I tell you, he's pumped. Robert said he got pumped just listening to him and interviewing him. So if you haven't listened to that particular one, make sure you go to Disc Golf Answer Man on your podcast app and check that out.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the progression of Nico. I mean, I've known Nico for a long time. Bobby, you've known him for a long time. Actually, you were talking about the video that you had, taken from him from 10 years ago when you were.
That was just weird. I did some video with him, and I was typing up. I was putting Nico / whatever video file, and I thought, whoa. 10 years ago, I was doing that when we were just an apparel company, and we were sponsoring him for apparel, and I was making Nico in the bags, Nico this and stuff like that. It's just weird how the disc golf world goes. Anyway,
yeah, and that's when he won his first U.S. DGC championship, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, he's stayed on my couch in the past. Well, he's even upgraded to a bedroom a few years ago, I guess you would say, and he's just one of the most passionate players that's out there, and he's jazzed up, and we're jazzed up for it as well. We got a lot of stuff that we're in the works with him on. We got bag development, which of course I know a lot of people have been asking for a bag, and I feel confident that we're going to get something dialed in with Nico's input, with his insight, and the things that he wants in the bag. So I think that's a great thing. And then we're trying out some different plastic blends and plastic variations per his specifications, recommendations for his likings. When you get to that top level, sometimes you got some pretty specific things that you like, and we want to absolutely dial that in for him. So you're going to see some of that stuff coming out soon, where there's some limited test run stuff that we find out whether that's something that he wants or not, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, super excited to, as always, here at Dynamite Discs and the whole family working with our top players to help them develop and become the best that they can be.
Yeah, we got a few more players that we'll be announcing over the next couple weeks. Never mind. Oversharing.
Moving
on.
All right, so anyway, we're super hyped. And right before we get into some questions, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, you need to watch this. Really cool. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I put it together. But watch this really cool hype video we did for Nico LaCastro and his announcement through Westside.
I've been playing disc golf for over half my life. I've experienced incredible victories and devastating defeats. But 2020 is a new year, and I'm ready for a fresh start. I can guarantee you one thing. No one wants it more than I do.
Oh, yeah. Get you hyped.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some questions. We have some questions. A reminder, if you got any questions for Jeremy Rusco, put them in the YouTube chats, and we'll get it out here on the air. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up. Let's see. When is the Scout Basket scheduled to be released? Well, we were going to talk about that later, but I guess we can jump up to that.
Yeah, let's go right into that.
So about that.
I think this is actually probably part of the reason why other companies and other manufacturers don't openly share things every month, is because there's setbacks. It can be pretty frustrating and challenging.
I can hear a few people right now saying, "I told you so." No.
Yeah. So I hope you can appreciate that we share things that seem that they should come together sooner than they do. And anyway, the Scout Basket, we were told it was going to be here November 1st. I think it was November 1st, right?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Yep. And well, it's not here.
And it is November 25th.
And it's unbelievable what some of the challenges that you face when you're coming out with a new product, and the setback. It's so amazing. The setback on there were some fabric issues, and then the carry bag, the carry case in itself. So we beefed up the base of the product a little bit. And I think the factory had already made the carry case, and well, a little beefier base ended up being a little bigger base, and so the base barely fit in the bag, and we're remaking all the bags. That's that. It's coming sometime.
It's coming sometime.
It cannot get here soon enough.
I know. Well, obviously, we will let you know. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll wait until we have them on the front door next time they say anything.
Hopefully we have some bigger victories, smaller big victories at some point.
All right, next question. Can you tell us the exclusive disc that comes in the Black Friday mystery disc box? Mystery boxes. No. It's not a mystery. That's what I don't understand. When people ask questions about what's in the mystery box, that's the point of a mystery box, is the mystery.
It's cool, right?
I think we told. Well, I think maybe in the past we've told people something, but no, we're not. I don't think we're allowed to tell people what's in the box.
I don't even know what's in it. I saw some cool stuff over there. I saw some stuff going on, and there was
they're packing them already.
I hadn't even seen some of this stuff.
Yeah, they're packing them already. All right, Lo, let's get back to our agenda. See what we got going on here. So, Latitude 64, you just got back from the factory in Sweden. Tell us how it went, Jeremy.
I'll tell you what, that is a special place to go. I don't know if you haven't ever traveled internationally, it is really cool to take in other parts of the world. And the tough thing about going over to Europe is that you fly through the night, and you basically change 7 time zones. So. You've done it.
Well, yeah, but I didn't remember the 7 time zones.
Yeah, and so basically I landed in Stockholm at 7 a.m. European time, which is midnight United States time. I thought I was going to get some sleep on the plane. I didn't hardly sleep anything. There's another hour flight up to Skellefteå, which is where the Latitude 64 factory is. Managed to sneak in about another 15, 20 minutes of sleep on that deal. Got picked up at the airport at 9. Oh, I didn't even tell anybody this. We slid on the runway.
Really?
Yeah. It was ice.
You knew you slid? You could feel it?
Well, they weren't stopping very, very fast.
Stopping is a very important part of landing.
Yeah. Thankfully, they had just extended the runway. I think the previous year. And so anyway, we sat on the runway for like almost 30 minutes while they brought the sand trucks in so that we didn't slide more. I don't know. But anyway, got picked up there at the airport after an interesting landing, I guess you would say. And so, yeah, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock there. And, I'm excited and ready to go to work. And basically, you don't get a lot of sleep when you go over there the first day, and that's what makes that part tough. But it's an impressive facility. They've got just a really great work culture, a really great environment, and they are dedicated to continuing to improve the quality, improve the consistency, and come out with new stuff. And that's really fun to see. One of the things that actually got a test out. On discs, there's a lot of times there's flashing right at the bottom, and some discs can be a little bit more than others. And essentially, you usually wear that in pretty quick, within maybe 100 throws or something. Or what I like to do is usually drop it on the concrete T-pad, break it in a little bit. Anyway, one of the new techniques that they had just got some equipment in where they are going to be changing the way that they handle that deflashing, and I think that is going to be a fantastic improvement that not only has a better feel, but also has, there's a break-in period when you're breaking your disc in, and it seems like once you break it in, it gets to that, that spot where you want it to be. That's essentially, hopefully, going to be right out of the box now to a certain degree. So some cool stuff there. Some new burst technologies being messed around with. They're trying to improve the burst, the color variation, and the I guess the effect of the burst. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I like that.
And we got to talk about a potential change to, we got the Chameleon stuff. Is that too early to pull it out? Yeah, so the Chameleon discs are just super cool. Actually, maybe I can't even. It's a chameleon effect. And anyway, there's maybe going to be a change name on the way that we talk about it being Chameleon. And so we got to talk about that and test out some new stamps. Talked about the 2020 Trilogy Challenge. I think we got that buttoned in for next year, where it's going to be 2 brand new exclusive discs as well as a new plastic blend in the putter. We talked about maybe some more environmentally friendly or hemp plastic. Maybe coming out with that in some of the putters. They're going to do some experimenting with that, and that could be pretty cool. Trying to have a little more environmentally friendly plastic. We talked about moonshine. We've got some feedback on the moonshine not being as vibrant as maybe moonshine had been initially. And I just wanted everybody to know that the process improvements have been put in place there, where the moonshine is vibrant, and the moonshine looks good. And the only bad moonshine discs that are going to be out there are going to be some of the older production runs that maybe didn't quite have the potency of the moonshine dust.
Oh, they're calling it moonshine dust?
No,
oh,
that's just what I called
you
it.
just made it up? Okay, nice, great. That's going to be all over the internet now.
And we
that moonshine dust.
We experimented with with some of the product for Nico, and excited to get those products in his hands here soon, so that we can help him build his bag and figure out what discs are going to be his go-to reliable discs. So, incredible trip.
Wait, did you already say which one? Are you going to say those?
You talk about it.
One of them isn't one of the ones that somebody was asking about.
Well, so we're basically what Nico is.
You can't put it on the document and then decide not to talk about it.
Sorry. So Nico's really been liking the World. Nico's really been liking the Ati and the Fortress for his fairway drivers. I actually heard he's been liking the Destiny as well for a distance driver. And for mid-range, the Anvil and the Gatekeeper are two that he's really been liking. So we're testing out some blended tournament plastic for those to see how that affects the flight of the disc and how he likes the feel of that. And then based on his continued testing of the products, then we will dial in his VIP X Tour fundraiser disc. Did I say enough stuff,
You
Bobby?
said enough. A few
Okay.
people are going to be excited because I've seen some chatter on the Facebooks about some of these molds and becoming VIP X.
What's the Facebooks?
The Facebooks?
Yeah.
Just drop the. No.
Got it.
Okay. Okay, we got a few questions we can ask on here. Will the 2020 X plastic for Team Series disc be more opaque like 2018 or glimmer, which are easy to find on blind shots?
So there was actually, I saw some of the tour fundraiser discs were being run. I don't know what the right English on that. While I was over there, and there was a really cool, like a vibrant bright green, which is really pretty cool. The bright orange was really sharp, and God, the blue looked really good. Right now, I guess it seemed like they were more transparent. But my understanding is that there's going to be different runs of the Tour Series discs, where the first edition will be the kind of the standard Lucid X, Opto X, and then it will maybe transition into something for Run 2, Run 3, and maybe Run 4. So,
nice.
More details on that later.
All right, so this one we kind of hit on earlier. Jeremy, when will we see the VIP X Gatekeeper? We kind of briefly talked about that.
I would encourage you to encourage Nico to want that disc to be his disc.
There you go. Let's see. Any word on a Lucid Guard?
Man, I felt actually there's a couple being shipped. Some like special edition plastic SE fusion guards that were there that were kind of hanging out in the vault. We'll call it. Actually, it is kind of a vault. And I think actually the Lucid Guard, we're going to have the Lucid Guard at some point. I think they might be in transit, or they're going to be in transit soon. So be on the lookout for them.
There you go.
Limited run, let me say.
Limited run.
They're going to be here. They're going to be gone, and you're probably not going to be able to get them for a while again.
All right, we're going to talk about a few new products. First, let's talk about the bags that we have, and it says scheduled to arrive on Friday. Is it still...
What are you reading?
Why did I say Friday? I haven't even had one Jenny Margarita, and I can't even get through this.
Wednesday.
I think I keep staring at this chocolate truth.
So
Wednesday.
We got some new bags.
Why am I here?
That's hilarious. Tip's bringing the bag. So
Bring the bags
you come take photos, Tip. It's fine. Come take photos. So on Wednesday, The bags are showing up. Of course, they're like most things. They're scheduled to be here on Wednesday. That sure doesn't mean much of anything anymore, it seems. But yeah, the Rangers and the Snipers, which I believe we've basically been out of for quite some time. We got the 3 new colorways coming out in those, and I am excited about that. And one of the things too, all this stuff takes time to get in motion, but for 2020, you are absolutely going to see more color variation in the bag lineup, and I think that's going to be pretty awesome. One more color. We've got the green. We don't need to show it. Maybe we do.
Hand me the green one.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Green's coming too.
And then we already alluded to this earlier, but we have the Chameleon, Lucid X Chameleon Judge. The Lucid X Chameleon Effect Judge.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. But yeah, this is super cool. And if you can look, you can't. I know you can't see it in the thing, but maybe you can see these little graphics are like the Double D's logo and then little chameleons. I'm gonna name him Ralph. No, Ralph is the dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name him.
Let us know in the comments what we should name.
Yeah, what we should name the little chameleon guy on there.
That's a good idea.
Boy George. I'm gonna name him Boy George.
Boy George. I don't like it.
Oh,
no, I don't like it. No.
Okay.
No, but I'm interested to see what we can come up with for that. A couple other things for the holiday I know we got coming out. We got a couple Lucid X verdicts that are going to be available. Regular boring stamp that I like.
Why did you call that boring? That's a cool stamp.
Well, because I asked,
but that doesn't mean it's boring.
I asked multiple people at the warehouse which one they liked. They liked that one, or they liked the Santa-inspired one.
I think this is a cool stamp.
That's my favorite one by far, Bobby. I was outvoted.
Makes you think of Lord of the Rings or something.
So anyway, we got some Lucid X verdicts that are coming out. You're going to have to stay in tune with social media and our website and all that stuff to figure out when they're coming out, because I don't know when they're coming out. And then the Lucid X Maze Escape.
Look real close. Look real close so you can see the word escape in the maze.
And the maze actually starts somewhere and ends somewhere.
Would you say it's amazing?
I would. No. I would.
And then
I just saw this one today. I guess this is really cool because that king was actually... So Kevin, one of the 2 graphic designers, is been doing some freehand stuff with his little computer. I don't know what you call it.
Or
art
template
pad. There we go.
Or something like that.
And he actually that was done through that, which is
really,
yeah. Now he had he took it based on something else.
Right.
But yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so
Good job, Kevin.
There's going to be a little limited fun run of those, and I don't know. There's all kinds of cool stuff for the holiday.
I like that. That one's cool.
Yeah, I kind of want one.
All right, we got some questions. Any updates on the transit carts?
Transit carts we are expecting those to be a March 1st restock, and we know that is taking some time, but that's what we planned. There's a couple. The great thing about it is there are a couple small improvements or adjustments to that most people probably won't even know or see, but we did get a little bit of feedback and making those couple little tweaks, so it's good. March 1st, and I believe there's going to be a couple different colors on the bags themselves.
Any news on 130 to 140 class discs?
Yeah, they were making some over there. The one of the SPZs, one of the new putters was in like 130-ish gram. That was a Latitude 64 disc. The driver was, I think, 150 gram. We did just get some judges. Actually, I think that'll be released maybe this week when we do a wholesale release. But we have some, I guess, our 150 gram judges that we got in that are soft, kind of softish. There's some more stuff coming.
Gotcha. Let's see. When are you guys going to start releasing cool, dry fit polos again?
Well, I was trying to think. We actually, I know Derek had we had got some made. Then we put them up on the Dynamic Discs Facebook auction page, and you could pick up you could work with Derek on getting those. I don't know if those are going to end up showing up on the website or not, but Bobby's taking a look.
We have some. Well, these aren't new, but we have some available. We have some cool ones on there.
Yeah, I think he's maybe mentioning we used to have more OGIO and more Adidas or Nike or some different ones. And
I got you.
Anyway, I know some of those did get ordered. You maybe should check out the Dynamic Discs auction page on Facebook and maybe even just shoot Derek a message or McCabe, and hopefully we can get something to you.
Should we talk about this?
Yeah, why not?
So we can take a bite of it?
How cool. I didn't even know we had those.
This is from Sweet Granada. They've been doing this for how many years?
Several
years. In fact, you can find it on YouTube, the video where you can see them actually have the mold, and they pour the chocolate into the mold, 2 halves of the mold, and they put it together, and then they put it in their fancy chocolate freezer. But is this new for this year, this Christmas swirl?
This white chocolate swirl is, yeah.
Yeah, so this they normally have dark chocolate and milk chocolate, but this is a white chocolate swirl, and this is actual, and to prove, I'm only doing this to prove that it is real chocolate.
So, and I took a couple of those over to Sweden.
Yeah.
And chocolate makes everybody happy. Oh my gosh. Karate choppy.
I got it in a little
Don't
piece.
mess with Bobby. Marine power will get you.
Good chocolate. Good chocolate.
But where was? Oh, they were like, can you throw it?
Is this mine right? You can eat your own?
No. So they were talking about, man, can you throw it? And I said, actually, EMAC and Bobby did do is this disc right for you?
Yes,
I think
we did.
And we watched it over there and we laughed. And it's, well, will it Heiser?
A little bit, but not much.
I thought it Heisered a lot.
It'll still break apart. Sure, break apart in the basket.
Okay.
Well, anyway, delicious.
Man, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Check that out on the dynamicdisc.com. If you're worried about shipping right now because of the weather, it's cooler at just most places. This will ship just fine in the mail. Someone says, can we buy some veteran discs for the warehouse?
Probably from the warehouse.
From or for the warehouse? Or do we have an employee that's asking questions on here? Are we going to have an employee ask about health benefits on here too? No, I don't care.
Essentially, those are the player. I'm guessing those are the referring to the discs that were shown in the video, and those are the player pack discs for the players. I don't know. Email your contact at the warehouse, and maybe we can get you something. I don't know. Or just host an event. That's a better answer. Host an event.
There you go. Can you say anything about the Sapphire?
Sapphire felt really good. Thomas was talking about it, and as I'm sure most of you know Thomas, he's awesome. But he said, yeah, I threw the disc, and it never landed.
That's good.
It just orbited out of Earth. But it feels really good, really comfortable in the hand, and it feels like for players that are not throwing with 400, 500 foot power and velocity, I think it's going to be an excellent addition to a lot of players' bag. And
because my understanding, it's a high speed disc, but it's part of. What speed range do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. It doesn't have a huge rim.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay.
But I think it's going.
But it's going to be part of the easy to throw line, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Felt really good.
All right.
I forgot to bring one back. I'm kind of upset with myself.
Wow. Yeah. When can we expect the bounty to drop?
The bounty is scheduled to be our 2020 Trilogy Challenge disc. So get yourself signed up to host a Trilogy Challenge for 2020 and be one of the first events to be out there, and you'll get them first.
I know if you follow Eric Oakley on Instagram, he's been throwing the bounty and the sergeant and checking it out, so you can check out his thoughts over there. How about the stadium in Minneapolis? Looks like somebody wants to have a disc golf experience out in Minneapolis.
I don't think Minneapolis was one that is towards the top of the list, but we're always working on something.
Always working on something. All right, so we have a big event in 2020 that we are always working on throughout the year, and that is, of course, the Glass Blown Open. Registration has been open for a lot of divisions. I think tomorrow is one last division for the glass blown open. Am I correct on that, Jeremy?
I'm going to let you find that, but
All
I
right.
do know that on December 1st, on Sunday, December 1st at noon, all of the Flex Start C-Tier registrations will go live, as well as the Spectator badge. And looks like you've pulled up the info on...
Yes, tomorrow registration at 6 p.m. Central opens up for MPO registrants rated 970 and higher, and FPO rated 825 and higher. And then the following week on December 3rd, MPO 900 or higher, and FPO, regardless of ratings, can enter. So
I think we're going to see those divisions start to fill up very quickly. It looks
Yes.
like right now we're right around 1,400 players signed up between both events, which is just incredible.
it's awesome.
We're looking forward to having 1,600 players in town, and I tell you what, it is just the most incredible disc golf celebration on the planet, is the way that I see it. And if you haven't come to see us, if you haven't experienced disc golf in Emporia, you're missing out. Come see us.
All right, so you've got some notes on an IPA?
Yeah, so last year we worked with Walnut River to can a beer and Radius, and we dabbled into it. We had some fun with it. It was called Birdie Pills, and some people really liked it, some people didn't. I'm confident that next year's Walnut River beer, that's going to be an IPA, is going to be fantastic, and we're looking for. We're looking for what that name is going to be.
Oh, these are like name ideas?
Yeah, go for it. Read them.
All right, so the first one is Abandon Throw IPA, 10-meter Circle IPA, Provisional IPA, Marked Lie IPA, 2-meter Optional IPA, Great Big Ol' IPA, GBO, Great Big Ol', Let Emporia in IPA, but you have to say that fast because you'll say Let Emporian IPA, right? Is that what I'm reading right?
Let Emporia an IPA.
Let Emporia an IPA.
It's weird.
Let me pour you an IPA? Sure.
Anyway, in the comments, let us know what a good name would be, and we're going to solidify that name, and we are going to work on the special can for that. And it's really cool to see how that partnership is going somewhere, and they are absolutely kicking in to support the event even more for 2020, which is obviously a great thing for all the players.
And as a reminder, we also have the Winter Marksmen League coming up, where you can start playing.
Hey, did we need to show anything on the GBO promo?
They already showed it while we were talking about it. Now we're talking. Now they're showing the Marksmen League while we're talking.
Perfect. Keep going.
So so league registration has started November 1st and will end January 13th. Leagues can begin December 1st and most conclude by March 1st. So make sure you go to dynamicdisc.com/WML so you can get more information about running a league and about participating. To keep up with scores of your own score and to see scores from all over the world in the Marksman League, you can use the UDisc app. Just go to UDisc once you download it. Go to the UDisc app, and then under events, I think, or no, on the homepage, you'll scroll down and see Winter Marksman League on there. And it's going to be good times. I can't wait till the one starts here in the next couple weeks. And you can have a way to practice your putting and have a good time during the winter months. Again, dynamicdisc.com/WML. All right, so we got a couple questions. You ready, Jeremy?
I'm ready. Fire away. Give me some tough ones.
Will you guys be at the Music City Open?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's on your agenda.
Oh, it is? Okay,
It's on the
cool.
media team, the entire media team.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's a big one for us.
We are, at least everything I know, Dynamic Discs is the title sponsor for the Music City Open. We are thrilled to work with the club again, and Will and his entire team over there just do an outstanding, incredible job. I know they're making some changes, and we are looking forward to being there in full force.
All right, we got some IPA names coming in already. Danny's giving them to me. Pro-Side.
Pro-Side. Yeah.
Big Putted.
Big Putted.
Tree-Nied. Foot Fault.
Footfall IPA, I like it.
Drop Zone. And then he was typing one and it went away. Circle 1. That'd probably be
Circle 1, Circle 2, IPA
uh-huh.
sponsored
Spit
by
out.
Adidas.
Wow, a bunch of like bad things for IPA names. All right, so here's a tough question for you. Someone asked earlier. What has been the most recent turning point in the growth for Dynamic Discs?
What is the most recent?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on a talk show here or something.
I'm not exactly sure. Most recent turning point in growth. I should get, maybe that's one I should
Think on
actually think about and answer on the next episode. But yeah, looking back is actually really interesting. So there's that 10-year deal going around on Facebook.
Oh yeah, the 10-year challenge.
You posted that silly picture with you in those awesome
shorts.
It's almost like jorts.
No.
I don't even know.
They were like super plaited, like patched shorts from Dillard's.
So actually, I don't know. Maybe something's in the works for a post from us or whatever. But it was interesting. So Temp asked me a couple questions, and these questions. Oh man, I almost just got to pull this up because it was, hey, wanted to get a couple answers on where things were at. So basically, Temp asked where things were at 10 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Or actually in 2010 for whatever reason. And anyway, some of the things were, the number of discs that we had in stock, and back then I estimated that we had about 6,000 discs in stock.
I only laugh because I know what the next number is gonna be.
And I estimated that maybe we had sold about 40,000 discs that year, and maybe that was a high estimate because that would be 109 discs per day. Maybe it would be low. I don't know. At that point, we were actually doing quite a few exclusive runs through Discraft at that time, where they would produce some things that they would only allow us to have. And that was a great little partnership that we had at the time until we could not keep doing that. Today we have, what would that be? We've been as high as 10,000. Anyway, we've been as high as 650,000 discs in the warehouse in just less than 10 years. We've brought that inventory number down a little bit on that. The number of employees, so we've been floating around 50 employees for a few years now. And the interesting thing with this is there were 6 employees in 2010, and that was pretty interesting to see. So anyway, fun stuff there. I don't know. There's maybe a few more details, but yeah, it's been a fun adventure to try to keep up with. And I do think that I would like to give a little bit of thought to that question. Obviously, one of the big things has just been keeping up financially. I always heard the saying, it takes money to make money. And while I don't think that is necessarily true in full regards, if you've got explosive growth, it 100% takes more money to make more money or to make things happen. And I've been fortunate to have some backing from the bank to make that happen. And then, of course, the space challenges, not having enough space. I think we have 14 shipping containers that are outside the building, as well as space across the street. That's right. a constant struggle. We're working on getting Ty Searle's RV wrapped, and we're working on getting Emerson's RV wrapped, and we're trying to figure out where we're going to pull those RVs in to get the decals pulled off, only for the new wrap to go on. And there's no space. So every day is a new adventure, and I'll think a little bit more on that question. So tune in next time. We'll get you the answer.
All right. So speaking of Ty Searle, he started something for January that I am super excited about. He has pulled things together and organized it, and that is the Sailing the Seas with a Dynamic Discs, where me, Jeremy, the Oakleys, Zach Melton, and a few more people that have signed up, quite a few more people actually that signed up, are all going to go on a Caribbean cruise for 4 nights and just have a grand old time.
I can't wait.
I am super excited about this. So if you want more information about that, I'm assuming there's As long as people want to go, there's rooms available to go?
I don't know. I hope so.
Oh, well, if you're still interested, you can look up Sailing the Seas with Dynamic Discs on Facebook, and you can get more information on that. It's going to be a great time. I'm also excited because if you're in the Florida area, once the cruise is over, I'm sticking around in Florida. I'm going to ride around with Ty to some Florida events out there and get to hang out with some people out in Florida, and I'm super excited about that as well. And I think we're going to run a Veterans for Vet out there.
I did hear that. Ty's excited.
And I don't know how this is going to work.
Oh, gosh.
He wants to set up where we do like we set up some safari style course in Disneyland.
Get out of here.
And I said, Ty, they're not going to let us film in that. And he said, well, we'll film until they kick us out. So
yes.
So yeah, this is going to be interesting how we're going to film this. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Hey, I got one real important question for you, Bobby.
What?
Is your workout partner coming with you?
Yes, of course he is. Bring my little sit up, push up, or sit up bear guy.
If you're not following Bobby on Instagram,
I get messages all the time. They love that little guy doing sit ups everywhere in the gym. I got him set up everywhere.
How much weight have you lost?
Well, it's fluctuated, but I would say this last time I've lost 30 pounds.
It's incredible.
30 pounds and putting on some muscle. So anyway, all right. So what else? Let's go see if we got a couple more questions to go. What kind of Black Friday deals are we going to see on the DD Zukas?
Well, we got all kinds of Black Friday deals and just holiday specials. So make sure you tune in every day to dynamicdisc.com, see what's new, see what's happening. In terms of the deals on the Zukas, I'm not completely in the loop on what we are doing and aren't doing, but I do not believe that there will be any discounts on Zuka carts. That's something that I guess respecting is maybe the wrong word, but respecting the full MSRP on those has been an important part of keeping for Zuka, and I believe we intend to make sure that those carts are still sold at full MSRP throughout the week, but check in every day, and maybe I'll be wrong. I hope I am.
Morgan Sayer Miles says hi and wondering when he sees the chameleon judge and says, I want a chameleon warden.
Yeah, it's Dr. Robert about that.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have signs picketed outside of the warehouse asking for a chameleon. Oh, a couple more names coming in for the IPA for Glassbone Open. I don't remember if I said Spit Out earlier, but there's Spit Out, Double Mando, Local Route, and Front Rim Banger.
Front of the cage.
Oh. I thought we just called those donkeys.
Whatever.
Is that something? Anyway, all right, let's see. But so far, it seems like the most popular one that we said was Provisional IPA. So that's been a chat favorite.
I feel like maybe that sounds pretty cool.
All right, well, we're running up about 45 minutes or so.
I'm
so
good.
we ready
any
to
last minute questions? We cover them all?
I think we covered them all that we need to cover. Yep. Oh, wait. When do we get our first page shoe signature or the Bashu?
I
know that last time we talked to her, she'd been practicing her page shoe signature.
I bet she really likes signing discs.
She says it's much better with the short. She would not put the M&M. She would not put, I can't remember if she said she was going to put her PDJ number or not, but she said yes, it is obviously noticeably different as far as the length.
Yeah, so actually it's been great having Paige and Grady in town. Paige is working at the Dynamic Disc retail store, so shout out to her. If you want to get any professional advice, you can swing by there. She's pulling orders. She's answering the phone. She's helping out in every way that she can this holiday season. So I would imagine that we will work on maybe doing an in-store signing for her. So you could absolutely, or just any order that you place, ask for Paige Shoe to sign, and Paige will sign it. And we got Grady working over here at the warehouse helping us with any task that we need to get done, and that's been awesome. So really good to have them get married and get back into town to help us out for the off season, and then looking forward to getting them out on the road competing at the highest level.
For sure. Well, guys, we know it's getting cooler in a lot of the areas that you live. Maybe some of you get to have warmer weather when we don't, but remember that the best way to grow disc golf, we always talk about growing disc golf, but I got to say, I would say the best way is to just ask a friend, somebody that hasn't tried it yet. Go grab some of your old discs and take them out to the park, take them out, just play a few holes and introduce them to disc golf. I'm sure if you remember back to how you started, that was more than likely the way you started playing disc golf. Someone invited you out, you thought it was silly, you didn't know what the heck was going on, and now you just have fell in love with disc golf. So I highly encourage you to take someone new out to play disc golf this week.
Absolutely. This is a time to be thankful and
Yes.
take somebody out. Yeah, it's hard to believe this is already
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving week. I don't know where this year is going. Just want to say thanks to everybody for all your support for Dynamic Discs. We love what we do every day. Couldn't do it without your support. And you know, we got a lot of people over here that really enjoy being a part of the disc golf community and growing disc golf. And it means a lot to have you guys follow us, support us, and keep growing disc golf. We appreciate you guys. What you got, Bobby?
That's it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving. Spend some good time with family and friends. I'm going to close by taking another bite of the chocolate.
Give me some
chip.
of that. Give me some of that. It's,